Hi guys, so today I'm going to share with you a unique technique of cutting a watermelon. This you need a watermelon obviously, and I'd recommend two kinds of knives. One a heavy sharp one with which you can make larger slices, and a smaller thinner one with a thinner blade which helps you cut around the corners. I'll show you how later. So let's start first by chopping the watermelon into two. What I'm going to try and do is try and cut rings. So by doing this, you will be able to get perfect cubes of watermelon. Now, if you want the cubes to be a little chunky and big, you can cut a larger section or you can cut thinner, depending on how you would like it. I keep it close to an inch. Now, idea is to keep this parallel to the cutting edge and try and cut a perfect ring if you can. Yeah, so that's a perfect ring, right? And this is where the smaller knife comes into play. Now, typically you don't want any whites to be on your watermelon, neither do you want the red to be left out. So the idea is, okay, I'll demonstrate on this piece. So you see that there is an angle here, right? The watermelon obviously tapers as you go along onto the edges. So hold this firmly and then insert the blade along the angle of the melon, right? So it's come exactly at the border of the red and white. And now, keeping your knife in a steady position, just cut a ring very carefully along the angle. Now I'm going parallel to the edge here, such that I don't get any whites, neither do I miss any part of the reds. Like that. There you go. Now the idea is to save these for later. Yeah, we'll need these rings and I'll tell you why later. Now once you have this, you can change your blade, take the bigger knife, and then depending on the size, okay, you cut straight and cut parallel. And then now hold it together, turn it exactly by 90 degrees. Now you can turn it at an angle, it will give you a diamond shape, but I prefer cubes. And some leftovers you can eat. So if I can demonstrate, these are like perfect cubes that you get. These are wonderful to serve. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the rest of the melon and then come back and show you how you can plate it. I have now cut the rest of the watermelon in a similar fashion. So you see all these rings. Now what I've also done is I have aligned all the rings. Now you can do that with the help of some natural marks or scratch marks that you might have on the watermelon. So I now have this very much like a bowl or a vessel, and I've kept it aligned on one side. Now what you need to do is, when you reach the other end of the watermelon, okay, the last cap is something that we don't use for plating, and the last but one ring, you don't cut through the melon on the inside, you leave it as it is, right? So this becomes the base of your bowl or vessel if you like. Now what you need to do is take the ring before that and again try and align. There we go. So this is now aligned. So what you can do at this point is take some toothpicks, okay, kind of measure the depth you need, okay, it needs to go at least halfway through the first one, cut it, okay. Now at any given location, after you've aligned, you hold it tightly in a place and then insert it. Now insert it along at the same angle, okay. Ensure you've held your melon properly. Then you can take the flat of this knife and just hammer it down. Okay, we'll do one on the opposite side. You can do 3 if you want, you can do more. So now this kind of has become an base of our vessel. Okay, now what we do is, in the same manner, you may want to do 2 more rings. There you go. So this is acting like a very stable container. Now align yet again. See, again these marks tend to help you. There you go. So this now has become a good bowl, and it has a base of melon again. Now the ones on top, you don't anchor them or you don't nail them. The reason is you may want to remove rings in order to access the melon inside. Now what you simply do is pick up and drop the cubes inside. There you go. And then all the way to the top. And ensure you have nice square proper cubes on the top, so it looks good when your dish is revealed. Okay, just pack them in there, and then now luckily we have a bit of a stem as a holder. Now you align and shut a container. You can actually just pick this up. All you need to do right now is plate it, preferably on a white plate because the contrast looks good. There you go. So this is our chopped, diced watermelon cubes in a melon container. And basically, once you give it to your guests, all they have to do is pick the lid, and voila, we have delicious melon cubes for you to have. I hope you like this technique, and see you soon in our next.
If you like this video, subscribe, like and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other video.